For some reason this is doing a loop screen, so if it jumps ahead of me I'm going to push it back. But quick welcome from me and an introduction to the Office Management Portal for those of you that are new to it and new to our networking events as well. Then I'm going to hand over to Laura from GDG, and she's going to give you some top tips about creating a killer travel program. Who does travel arrangements and bookings here? Yeah, so probably pretty handy for you guys, right? Then we're going to do a prize draw, so who's put their name in the hat? I'm doing lots of hands here, I love it. Show your hands, show your hands. Good, so partners, I'm sorry, but it's a no-no. As you know the rules, you're not allowed to enter, it's just for our lovely guests and office managers. So we've actually got 4 prizes to give away tonight. So lucky you guys. I might steal one actually. Overnight stay, that'd be nice. So there's an overnight stay at this hotel, which has kindly been donated by Amber and GLH, who are sponsoring the event tonight. They're our main sponsors. And Aaron, who is in the back of the room, I'm going to get you to wave now. It's been fantastic. So here's the manager of the hotel, and he's been an absolute godsend with the event tonight and everyone else at the hotel as well. So if you guys do ever need venues for your own events, then feel free to speak to the Amber Hotel staff here. I also want to say a quick thank you before I forget, if he's in the room, to John from Eclipse, who's helped with all of our AV tonight. He's been fantastic as well. So if you ever need AV facilities, then Eclipse can help you. Back to the prizes. So overnight stay here. There's Fortnum and Mason hamper from us as usual. There's a lovely bouquet from Katie at Planteria, who's just here. So all the floral displays around tonight are from Planteria, who are partners as well as ours. And they provide lots and lots of things, as you'll have seen on the loop screen earlier. So do speak to Katie if you're interested in any of their services. And then we've also got a bottle of champagne, I think, from GDG. So lots to give away, and we'll do that shortly after these talks. Then at about 7:15, something like that, the hotel are offering tours. So anybody that wants to go and have a look at the newly refurbished rooms, they're going to do tours. They can take a couple of groups at a time. So we'll do a quick announcement before then, and then Jerusalem, who's just hiding here, is going to take you guys around. Wave your hands higher. Put them in the air like you just don't care. Okay. And then we're going to close about 8:30. People do normally hang around till 9 and carry on drinking. Feel free to if you want to. But yeah, and make sure you don't leave without one of our goodie bags as well. So I want to just ask the question, why network? And I think it's really important because a lot of you, and I know perhaps some of you are really quite nervous about coming, and it's your first time coming to these events specifically, or maybe it's your first time networking altogether with like-minded people like yourselves. So I just want to talk briefly about why I think it's important and why I created this network. For me, it was about meeting someone who might inspire you. And I'm not talking about inspire you to change your life completely. It might just be the smallest thing that makes you change an element of what you do, or influences something that you do. And that doesn't necessarily mean or need to be in your job. It can be something in your personal life. And I want to talk very quickly about someone that inspired me that's in this room tonight. Laura, put your hands up for me. So when I created the Office Management Portal, there were several different reasons why. And one of those reasons was actually Laura. So she was my client in my office management consultancy. Sorry, Laura. I didn't tell you I was going to do this, did I? But yeah, she was a client of mine. We were doing some training and some projects and health and safety work, and she asked me if I had these templates that I was giving her and going through in a version that she could use and that she could edit, and if I knew about any networking events and this kind of thing. And so she was one of the reasons that I created this office management portal, these networking events. Just from her asking that, it planted a seed in me. So what I'm suggesting to you guys is that you go out there tonight and network with each other, because you never know, someone's interesting story, someone's interesting question might just lead you to do something that's actually really freaking exciting. And if it wasn't for Laura, I may not have done this. And if it wasn't for some of the other people asking me for other bits and pieces, I may not have done it. So they've inspired me. So hopefully you'll find some inspiration in the room tonight. A little bit of an emotional thing. Oh. Okay, you're not alone. This is one of the other reasons. Who feels isolated in their role? I certainly did. I feel less so now because I see all of you every few months, but I really did as an office manager. Sometimes I had a team of 7 to 12 people sometimes that I managed in my different roles, but none of them really got what I was doing because I was responsible for all of it, and I couldn't really talk to them or bitch about my day because that wasn't very managery of me. But also my boss didn't get it. He was the managing director or the COO or the head of HR, and none of them really understood what I had to do, so I really felt isolated. So I wish I had something like this 10 years ago, 15 years ago when I started out. So you aren't alone, and make sure you use this network and share contact details, use the portal if you're not already on it, register, add stuff to the forum and connect with each other because it's really important. Share ideas, stories and contacts, that's the obvious one, and have fun. I think these events get quite boozy, yeah, those that have been here before. Now, I'm actually pregnant, so I'm not influencing this tonight. So if you've got hangovers tomorrow, it is not my fault, okay? Can't lead by example tonight. But have fun, you know, these are for you. These are for you to meet people, to meet inspiring people, to make sure that you don't feel alone and isolated, but also to have fun. You've got to let your hair down, right? Sometimes it's a really, really freaking tough job being an office manager. So I want you to have fun and make sure that you meet some like-minded people, okay? So now, for those of you that don't know, and apologies to those that do, but you might learn something new about it, what is the Office Management Portal? It is the go-to resource, as we call it, for office and facilities managers. It's a free platform with lots and lots of things in it, like downloadable templates. Now, those actually aren't free, but you can still have a look at what they are and get some ideas from them. There are tips and advice with things like HR updates, compliance updates, health and safety updates, general office management advice, running that reception, booking travel, all sorts of random stuff that's actually quite helpful in your roles. There's a forum, which I already mentioned, so you can raise topics and interact with each other on there, and I think that's probably the most popular element in the portal, which is great to see. I think we've had a couple of topics raised in the last few days, actually, as well, which is fabulous. What else is there? There's events and training, so a calendar. We kind of try and make it your go-to resource. You don't have to go searching the web for everything everywhere else. We try and put it all in this portal for you, so you've got your one-stop shop. So anything we think is useful in terms of training, like, again, health and safety, or PA training, how to organise yourself, how to be more proactive, events like this or other events we hear of, because there's quite a few coming up now, which is super. We put them in there, and you can just go in and check it and book those as you need to. Lots of other things like our partner supplier directory, and there's a lot of these guys here tonight, so please do mingle with them as well. You know, it's so important, I think, to meet people that you might use for your services face-to-face in an informal setting, rather than having these cold calls, which we were talking about not so long ago, and how much we hate them as office managers. Sorry if anyone does it in the room. I've done it, it's horrendous. But, you know, it's a really nice informal environment to meet people that you might actually end up needing, not now, not in 6 months, but maybe in, you know, 2 or 3 years, and think, oh, I met that travel company at that event. Who were they? GDG. Yeah, let's give them a call. So yeah, as I said, full of tips, advice, events, forum, and our partner directory, and it is free to access on the standard membership. So if you aren't already a member, do join. We've got an iPad that we'll walk around later and just check and see if anyone wants to join on that as well. This year we've got quite a lot planned, so there's some upgrades we're going to be doing, which is quite exciting, to be honest. So the supply and search directory is going to get upgraded to make it simpler to search. So we're going to have category buttons that you click on rather than you putting in keywords. You can still use the keywords part if you want to, but there's going to be really easy categories like plants and flowers, travel, cleaning and so on, and you can click and then see our recommended partners there. One-off template purchases. This is something that a few people have asked me for now. So if you do want our downloadable templates, you pay monthly or annually for those. And I know that we've got probably about 50-60 people that are on those packages, and we've got about 450 members in total. But a lot of those members just want the odd template. So we're looking at doing what I think they call an e-commerce site, where you can just purchase the one-off templates if you want to do that, which is good news. A job board, who wants this? I think this is a popular one. Don't worry, there's no employers in the room, it's fine. So I think both from a candidate perspective, but also from an employer perspective, people want a job board in there because it's quite a closed, safe environment. So we're looking at that as well for later in the year. If you do have a job that you want to post, feel free to post it in the forum in the meantime, or if you are looking, feel free to post that as well. And future events. So just because the little one will arrive at some point in the summer doesn't stop me having events, because I'm going to need them as soon as they come. So we're doing our next one on the 13th of June in Holborn. So I don't know if anyone went to the one in May last year at Grand Connor Rooms with the roof terrace, but we'll be back there this year, which is really exciting. And then we're going to have something in September and a Christmas event for the first time as well. So keep an eye out for those. Again, if you're a member on the portal, you'll get them anyway. And if you've opted in to have the invitations through this acceptance and registration, you'll get the invites as well. So keep an eye on that. And then there's much more to come, I'm sure. But keep feeding back to me. It's really important. Sign up to it if you're not a member. It is, although I created it and it sounds big-headed, but it is a really good platform and it's growing fantastically. So it's only about a year or so in. So yeah, and that's it. I'm going to hand over to Laura. Oh, sorry, and I just want to say thank you to tonight's sponsors. So Planteria, who I've already mentioned, Grey Doors Group, who are going to speak now and tell you a little bit more about themselves, and obviously GLH for hosting us as well. And as I said, they're all in the room, so do feel free to talk to them. It's very much appreciated. And I'm going to hand over to Laura from Grey Doors Group to talk to you about travel tips.